Have you ever wondered how a piano player can sit down at a piano, not have any sheet music in front of them, take simple chords like this, and instantly turns them into things like this? It's actually easier than what you think. In this video, I'm going to break down my top favorite 6 tricks. Tricks on the piano that we can call fills, licks, riffs, fun things that you can add, and they're not that complicated, but they instantly make chords sound really cool. We use it a ton in pop and rock and country and musical theater and gospel. All the fun stuff. So even if you are a beginner, watch this video. I'm gonna break them down and you are gonna be able to level up your chords today. If you don't know me, my name is Matt Hodge. For the last 15 years, I've been a music professor and a professional piano player and a professional composer, and I love working with people who are at the beginning of their piano journey. I love it. I love working with students of all ages, beginner to advanced, but especially helping to unlock at the beginning level, how can you take things like chords and really level them up, make them a game changer for you? So we're gonna dive into it. 6 easy steps for you to do just that. Here we go. Tip number 1, adding the second. What that means is, if you look at my fingers here, most chords, they look like this. They have a bottom, a middle, and a top. In theory, we call these a 1, 3, 5 because they are the first, third, and fifth note of whatever scale they're based on. So a C major chord, for example, well, this is a C major, that was a C major scale, so a C major chord is built on the first, third, and fifth of that scale. Now, I will say this too, if you want some more help on how to analyze chords, how to know what chords are, how to know what the notes are for the chords, I have a free download linked in the video description. Click on the link and you can get it for free, instantly. So, when we add the second, basically that means if that bottom notes are first, that middle notes are third, that second is the note that's in between the first and third. So in a C major chord, that added second would be a D. So we can play C major like this, or we can add a second like this. It gives a really great tone. It gives what I call a shimmer. So let's try 4 chords. So C major, which is C, E, G, G major, which is G, B, D, A minor, A, C, E, F major, F, A, C. But I'm gonna play them twice. I'm gonna play them first without the added second, just the normal way you would play those chords. And then the second time, I'm gonna add the second to them and hear how it adds this nice little shimmer to it. All right, here we go. Can you hear? So that C major chord, that second I added was a D. That A minor, or that G major chord, sorry, that second I added was an A. That A minor chord, the second I added was that B. And the F major chord, that second I added was a G. Number 2, suspensions. Suspensions are going to be dealing with, if we have our notes, that bottom, middle, top that we just talked about, we're still dealing with that middle range, but now suspensions are going to mean we're going to fiddle around with that third, that middle note in 2 different ways. If I call something a suspended fourth, that means that middle note we said was a 3, right? 1, 3, 5. Go to the 4 mean we're going to go up 1 note or to the right 1 note. So it would be something like this. C major, C sus 4, that's what we'll nickname it. Like a C major, right? Suspension means there's some tension. You can feel it leading down to that third. Or a suspended 2 means the opposite. We're going to take that middle note, we're going to go down 1 note, and it'll lead up. So C major, suspended 2, we go 1 note down. And it leads up. Da, da. So C major, C sus4, C sus2. So if we apply that logic to all 4 chords, the next one would be G major. That sus4 means I'm taking that middle note and going up 1 note. Or sus2, I'm taking it down 1 note. All right, so I'll go through the 4 chords. All right, do it twice. First time, I'm going to not have any sus, just the basic chords. Second time, I'm going to add sus. Some of them I'll add sus4, some of them I'll add sus2. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so it's dealing a lot with that added 2 that we talked about earlier, but it's just having even more fun with what notes are in the middle of that chord. I love it. I love it. Okay, number 3, arpeggios slash rolls. They're basically the same concept, it's just a little different. Arpeggios means we're going to break the chords up. So if I'm doing C major, well, instead of doing all the notes at once, how can I do them one at a time? If my 3 notes are C, E, G, how can I have fun with, right? I'm doing 1 note at a time. If I say a roll, what that implies is it's kind of fast, right? An arpeggio can imply it has a bit more of a rhythm to it. Yeah, so either way, it's doing the notes 1 at a time. So doing our 4 chords can be something like this. C major. G major. A minor. F major. Yeah? Or if you want to do them as fast rolls, right? It's just about how slow, how fast, how big or small do you want them to be. Okay? Next one, chord inversions. So we're going to take the same 3 notes that we've been doing for our chords, so C, E, G. But now we're going to do the notes together, but we're going to do them in a different order. So maybe instead of C, E, G, I do E, G, C or G, C, E. It's taking the same 3 notes of a chord, but playing them in different order. G major. A minor. F major. We didn't change the notes at all, we just changed where they're at on the piano and what order they're at. Next one, add notes from the scale. So if we're in C major, which is what the 4 chords that we're working with are for this video, because they're easy. So C major, that scale, it's all white keys. That's why we started when we're trying to learn something at a more beginner level and then amp up to it. So how can you play the chords, but then start adding notes that aren't in those chords and maybe like help connect the chords? Right? How can you add notes from the scale? You can make melodies, they can help connect chords in interesting ways. And you can either do it slow, like, or you can do fast stuff. Just depends on how comfortable you are with it. All right, last one, playing with octaves. So, piano is big. You have a lot of landscape here. It's a lot of territory. What octave you put music in can definitely change the emotion, right? If I play chords down here, and I give them some rhythm, and it's low, and it's kind of big, well, that has, you know, like an energetic rock sound. If I move it way up here high, that's a totally different type of emotion. So playing around where the octave is, oftentimes when we're learning music, we kind of get stuck in the middle of the piano because that's where our introductory sheet music puts us at, that middle, but you have a whole world of keys. And I promise you, just playing with, if you make the music lower or higher, can really change the sound of it. Okay, so that was 6 tips. Now I'm gonna take those same 4 chords, but I'm just gonna mess around with them. But I'm not throwing anything in there that's just weird. It's all from these 6 tips. So everything I'm gonna play, I'm either adding seconds, I am doing suspension, those sus2s or sus4s, I'm doing arpeggios, I'm doing rolls, I'm doing chord inversions, I'm adding notes from the scale, I'm fiddling around with the octaves, okay? So we have our simple chords. But now I get to have some fun with it. So practice taking your chords and just having fun with them, all right? Break them apart, put them all over the keyboard, have a blast with them, okay? So let me know in the comments, which of these tips did you like the most? Which was easiest for you? Which one was hardest for you? I love hearing from you. Let me know also in the comments what topics you'd like me to cover in a future video, okay? So make sure that you click like, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that fun YouTube stuff. It helps me figure out what you all want to see in the future. Okay, so also check out one of these videos popping up on the screen from another video that I've recorded. Okay, and until then, keep making music.